On a sunny stretch of beach, where the waves went whoosh and the seagulls went mine, lived a sand crab named Claude. Claude wasn't like other crabs. Sure, he scuttled sideways and hid in the sand like a pro, but Claude had a hobby. He collected things, lost things, forgotten things. Oops, how did that get there? Things. Broken sunglasses, bottle caps, bent spoons, flip-flops with only one mate. Claude gathered them all and stored them neatly in his underground workshop, just beneath the dunes. Claude didn't call it junk, he called it potential. One morning, as Claude popped up from the sand with a cheerful snick-snick of his claws, he noticed something strange. The water wasn't its usual sparkly blue. It was green, and not a nice sea turtle green. This was thick, gloopy, sticky green sludge. Splorch. The sludge washed onto the shore and oozed across the sand. Claude wrinkled his eye stalks. "That," he said, "does not belong here." The hermit crabs stopped decorating their shells. The seagulls stopped squawking. Even the waves seemed unsure whether to come any closer. Claude scooped up a tiny bit of sludge with a spoon he'd once turned into a shovel. He muttered. Too sticky. Too smelly. Definitely trouble. Claude knew he had to help, but how does a small sand crab stop a big goopy problem? He hurried back to his workshop. Inside, gears turned. Springs bounced. Rubber bands snapped gently into place. Claude's collection glittered in the lantern light. He grabbed a snorkel, 3 plastic bottles, a broken beach umbrella, and his favourite item of all, a rusty bicycle bell, Claude thought. And thought. And then, ding, ding, an idea. Claude scuttled back to the beach and got to work. First, he flipped the umbrella upside down and planted it in the sand. Then he connected the bottles together using string, tape, and a surprising amount of seaweed. Next, he attached the snorkel and rang the bike bell proudly. Ding! "What is he building?" the hermit crabs whispered. "A beach smoothie maker?" guessed a seagull. "Nope," said Claude, tightening one last knot. "A sludge sucker-upper." When the next wave rolled in, the green sludge slid straight into Claude's invention. Glurp. Slurp. The bottles filled, the snorkel bubbled, and the umbrella filtered out the yuck. Bit by bit, wave by wave, the sludge disappeared. Soon, the water sparkled again. The sand was clean. The beach cheered. The seagulls flapped. The crabs clapped. Even the ocean gave a happy shh. Claude wiped his claws and smiled. "All it takes," he said, "is a little creativity, and a lot of stuff other people forget." From that day on, Claude became known as Claude the Clever Crab, protector of the beach, champion of repurposing, and proof that even small crabs can solve big problems. And somewhere under the sand, his workshop waited, just in case the beach needed him again.